Toyota, Honda, Ford, doesn't matter. If a thief wants it, they're getting it. But the way they do it, it's not always high-tech. Sometimes it's as subtle as a coin in your door handle. Sounds dumb, right? That's exactly why it works. Watch all 9 tricks thieves use to steal your car, or risk falling for the last one. Scam number 10. Key fob. Relay theft. You park your car in the driveway, lock it, and head inside. You figure it's safe. But for thieves using a key fob relay attack, that's just the beginning. This trick is shockingly simple and almost completely silent. Here's how it works. Modern cars with keyless entry constantly send out a signal to detect when the key fob is nearby. Thieves exploit that by using a relay device, a small gadget that captures your fob's signal from inside your house, usually from just a few feet away, near your front door or window. One thief stands near your home with the receiver, while another stands by your car with a transmitter. They boost and relay that signal, tricking your car into believing the key is right there next to it. In under 2 minutes, the doors are unlocked. The engine starts and they're gone. How to protect yourself? Don't make it easy for them. Store your key fobs in a Faraday pouch or even a metal tin at night. It blocks the signal entirely. Disable keyless entry in your vehicle's settings if your car allows it. Park inside a garage or a well-lit driveway and add a visible deterrent like a steering wheel lock or tire clamp. Thieves prefer easy targets, and anything that slows them down makes them move on. For added protection, consider installing a secondary kill switch or an aftermarket immobilizer. Scam number 9. VIN Cloning. Looks clean, runs great, price is fair, but the VIN, it's stolen. This is what we call VIN cloning, and it's one of the dirtiest tricks in the book. Here's the play. A thief steals a car. Then they find a legit vehicle. Same year, make, model. Usually from a junkyard ad or a dealership listing. They copy that car's VIN, slap it onto the stolen one, fake the title, registration, even the inspection stickers. Now it looks legal, and they sell it to some poor soul who thinks they're getting a great deal on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. 2 weeks later, the cops show up. They run the VIN deeper. Turns out the real car is sitting in another state. Now you're stuck with a stolen vehicle and out thousands. I've seen it. A young guy bought a clean Mustang, paid cash. 3 weeks later, gone, seized. How to protect yourself? Run the VIN through NICBs, VINCHECK or CARFAX, both free. Check for tampering, uneven rivets, scratched dashboards, mismatched VIN plates, and always match the VIN on the title, dash, door jam, and insurance. Scam number 8, test drive theft. Mind if I take it for a spin? Yeah, right out of your life. Test drive theft is slick, and it hits both dealerships and private sellers. You list your car online. Some guy shows up dressed nice, acts real polite, says all the right things, has proof of insurance, maybe a fake license. You hand him the keys, he takes off, and never comes back. I've had private sellers fall for it, even dealers. One guy walked into a small town lot, test drove a loaded Charger and vanished. Turns out the ID belonged to a dead guy. The car was in pieces before sundown. It's bold, but it works, because folks let their guard down, especially when they're just trying to make a sale. How to stop it? Never hand over keys unless you've verified ID and insurance. Don't be afraid to take pictures. Always ride along, or have a buddy following another car. Meet in public spots with cameras, not back alleys or quiet streets. Scam number 7. Bumper bump and grab. They don't want your insurance. They want your car. This scam's called the bumper bump and grab. It looks like a fender bender, just a tap. Nothing serious. But that's the setup. You're driving. Somebody accidentally bumps you at a red light or stop sign. You pull over like any decent person would. You get out to check the damage, maybe even pop your trunk. That's when their buddy jumps in your car and takes off. A lady lost her SUV like this in a grocery store parking lot. Midday, in public. They bumped her, she stepped out, and her purse, keys, phone, everything was gone with the car before she even turned around. Happens fast. And the worst part? Most folks leave the engine running and the door wide open. Makes it too easy. How to protect yourself? Turn the car off. Take your keys, lock the door before stepping out. If something feels off, call 911, stay in the car, and always check your mirrors for movement before exiting. Scam number 6. Fake emergency. Hey, your tire's flat. Something's leaking under your car. Ma'am, I think someone hit you. Sound familiar? That's not someone being helpful. That's bait. This trick is designed to catch you off guard. You're at the gas station or parked outside the grocery store. A stranger approaches, waving frantically, acting like they've just saved you from disaster. Out of concern, you crack your window or step out to see what's wrong. That's the moment they strike. While you're distracted, an accomplice slips into your car, snatching your phone, your bag, or the entire vehicle. It happens fast, in broad daylight, sometimes right in front of people who don't notice a thing until it's too late. This method is used all across the country, and while anyone can be targeted, it's especially common against women and seniors. How to protect yourself. Never open your door or step out just because someone's yelling. Lock your doors at all times. Crack your window just a hair if you need to talk. If something seems off, drive to a safe, well-lit spot before checking. Scam number 5. Using a Slim Jim or Lockout Tool. This one's old school, but don't let that fool you. It still works. People think because their car isn't from the 80s, it's immune. Nope. If your vehicle has manual locks or an older security system, it's wide open to a Slim Jim or Lockout Tool. A thief walks up with a Slim Jim, basically a flat piece of metal with a hook. They slide it between the window and the weather stripping. Feel around for the linkage rod inside the door. Hook it, pull, click. Doors open. A guy lost his 2005 Tacoma in front of a diner while eating lunch. It was gone in under 2 minutes. No cameras caught it. Cops found the Slim Jim on the sidewalk a block away. These tools are cheap, easy to get online, and some crooks even carry the pro versions used by locksmiths. How to protect yourself. If you've got an older car, install an aftermarket alarm, or kill switch, use a steering wheel lock. Consider a clutch gear brake pedal lock for added protection. Never assume your car is too old to steal. Older rides are often easier targets. Scam number 4. GPS/GSM jamming tracker blocking. Think your GPS tracker's got you covered? Not 100%. Thieves are using GPS jammers, cheap little devices you can buy online, to block your car's location signals in seconds. You've got a tracker hidden under the dash, behind a panel, maybe even hardwired. As soon as your car gets taken, you grab your phone to check the app. Nothing. Tracker's dead. That's because the moment these guys start the car, they power up a signal jammer. It scrambles GPS, GSM, and even Bluetooth in some cases. Now your $200 tracker's just a blinking light. I've seen tow truck crews snatch high-end cars with these jammers already running. They move fast, get it inside a container or underground garage, and your car's off the grid permanently. And good luck getting it back. If the tracker can't ping, police can't trace it. How to protect yourself. Use multiple trackers. Hide one, hardwire another. Pick trackers that send alerts when jammed or lose signal suddenly. Add a non-GPS kill switch or hidden relay, something they can't jam. Keep a dummy tracker in a common spot to throw them off. Scam number 3. Spare key theft. You ever hand your keys to someone and just hope they do the right thing? That hope can cost you everything. Valets, mechanics, dealerships, even body shops. These are places you have to trust with your keys. And most folks are honest, but it only takes one shady employee to screw you over. As a client, you drop off your car, maybe for an oil change or valet parking at a hotel. The guy behind the counter makes a copy of your spare key or notes down the key code if it's on file. He sees your registration. Now he's got your name, address, and a key. 2 weeks later, you come home from work and your car's gone. No glass, no forced entry, nothing. Why? Because the thief walked right up with the spare he made and drove off like he owned it. It's sneaky, it's common, and it's happened to more customers than I can count. How to protect yourself. Only use trusted, well-reviewed mechanics or valet services. Remove personal documents, registration, insurance, ID from your glove box. Don't leave garage remotes or house keys in the car. Use valet key mode if your car has it. It limits access. Ask shops not to store key codes or take copies. Install a GPS tracker to monitor movement. Scam number 2. Rental Return Ruse. You think you dropped off your rental car, but what you really did was hand it over to a thief. This one's slick, and it's been hitting airports and busy city rental spots hard. You pull into the rental return lot. You're tired, rushing to catch a flight, maybe distracted with your bags or kids. A guy in a vest walks up, looks official, clipboard in hand. Hey, you can just leave the keys with me. I'll check it in. You thank him, grab your stuff, and walk off. You just handed your rental car to a complete stranger. He hops in, drives off. By the time the real rental rep notices that car never came back, it's long gone. Stripped, shipped, or dumped. Rental companies deal with this more than they admit. I've spoken to 2 people in the last year alone who got hit by this exact scam. One was charged by the company for a missing vehicle. The other still dealing with the legal mess months later. How to protect yourself. Only return rentals at official counters or secured lots. Never hand keys to anyone without proper ID or uniform. Get a printed or emailed return receipt immediately. Take a photo of where you parked and who took the keys. Use the drop box if the counter's closed. Scam number 1. The coin in the car door handle trick. You walk up to your car. Everything looks fine except there's a coin wedged in the door handle. Maybe it's a penny, maybe a nickel. Most folks don't think twice. You pull it out, toss it, and get in. But here's what you don't see. That coin was put there on purpose. It's not a prank, it's a setup. Crooks use this trick to stop your door from locking. If the coin's wedged just right, your key fob signal won't engage the lock on that door. You hit lock, lights flash, beep beep. You walk away, but that door, still open. Now they wait. You head into work or into the mall. They slip in. Grab your purse, your laptop, or worse, hide in the back seat. Some of you watching might laugh. What, should I call 911 over a penny? Same way folks joke, if you see water in a pool, call the fire department. But listen, this ain't a joke, because I've seen what happens when people ignore the signs. This isn't just theft. It's about tracking, setup, control. Women have been followed. Some folks got robbed. Others, lucky to walk away. How to protect yourself. If you see a coin in your door handle, stop. Do not get in immediately. Check your surroundings carefully. Call the police if anything feels off and warn others. Now that you know how car thieves pull off these sneaky tricks, you're one step ahead. But there's one more crucial element you need. How to shut these scams down instantly. In my next video, I'll show you 9 secret tactics to stop car theft in 1 second. Click the video on screen now to discover how to protect your car like a pro.